Hey, what's up guys? This is AlphaFinx here. I got some nice gameplay with the Aura Servants deck. I had a nice game here. I had to speed it up a little because it was a little bit long, but that just means it was more of an epic game. So I want you guys to check it out. Enjoy. Alright, first hand we got one land only. Got some cool cards here. Eel Umbra, Wings of Wrath. Had to throw it back. I don't like starting with only one mana, you know. This one I only have enchantments, but I have some good enchantments here to start off the game with. So I'm willing to risk it, you know, for the 3 mana because I hate going in the second time for the mulligan. Really just screws you over. So really don't like to do that. I do have a pacifism and then the followed footsteps. So whatever guy he gets out first, I can pacify it. He won't be able to attack. Then I throw on the followed footsteps, and you know I can duplicate it every turn. So I could do that on the first big creature he gets out. So that would be beneficial. See what he ends up being able to play here. He's got 3 mana. It's all black, it looks like. I don't know if he's playing one of the new decks and he's just mana short, or if he's playing the old black deck. I finally did get a creature, but it's 5 mana. Alright, so he's got all black, and he plays Liliana. Liliana's Shade right here. So he is running the pure black deck, mono black. Now the bad thing is that card, you know, he can pump that, so I can't let that just sit there. I'm gonna have to use the pacifism on it. I don't want that attacking me and, you know, him pumping it for 8 mana or something, you know. So I do have my one creature, but this also kind of concerns me that I can't play my guys. Well, I'm like only dude against the black deck who can just have, you know, cards like Befoul. They can just waste on my land, you know, because they have so many destroy target creature cards. So I want to see if I could get another creature and play first, maybe, and then, you know, I do have the enchantment that makes my permanent indestructible. But I have to be able to play it on the same turn and do that. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on here, so I want to see if I can draw another creature. And he doesn't play anything that turn. He's probably holding some stuff here. Now this has Totem Armor. So if I play the creature and then that, I can protect it if he tries to cast a spell on it. So that's a nice little combo there you can use. So that card has Flash. Very interesting little tricks you can play with there. I like using the Eel Umbra. You know, he tries to kill it, bam, Totem Martyr, kills the enchantment, saves your guy, makes him waste a card. Works out alright. And he gets out a Massacre Worm. So I don't have any creatures in play, so I'm not going to lose any life from that. You know, you lose 2 life for every guy that dies on your side here. I'm going to put the followed footsteps right now, you know, because I don't want him... You know, I'll kill his Liliana's guy, and then, you know, he'll deal him 2 damage, and I'll get a 6/5 in play every turn here. I am going to be taking some damage, but I think I can hold him off long enough where it'll be alright if I'm getting a Massacre Worm every turn, you know. And I still got my guy here where I can go search in my deck for an enchantment that I want too. Ooh, and a Corrupt. So he uses the Corrupt on his own guy, so he does gain a lot of life there. He's up to 27 now, and I did get, that's one way to get rid of his Massacre Worm, I guess, you know, like that. Let's go searching. Now, if I could take another followed footsteps here. Or I could take the Pariah. Take the... I'm doing the followed footsteps because I know that he's got a lot of huge cards in that deck because he's rolling with, you know, what does he have, 80 cards in his library right now. So he's going to have the big creatures in that deck, and if I can get a followed footsteps on one of them, I feel like, you know, it can save me the game. So that's why I want that one. I'm not going to play the Eel Umbra until, you know, until he tries to kill my guy. Then I'll play the Eel Umbra. Now, I could have played some of these cards before, but I'm gonna pass the turn here. I want to put something on the unblockable guy because it also has hexproof. Now he's got, you know, there's cards like he could have like a Mutilate, or like the card that gives all my creatures -2/-2 to kill all my guys here. I'm gonna put this on there now just so that, you know, I can use all my mana next turn. Just figuring he was gonna try and kill it, but interesting that he didn't. Because now I can also put Indestructible Permanent on there. Let's see. I got this one, makes all my guys pumped up. So you know what? This one I want to keep extra cards in my hand. But this dude makes me draw a card. So I'm going to put this on there, attack with him. And then I'll be able to draw a card. So I'll get 4 cards back in my hand here. Let's sacrifice the Evolving Wilds to get out another land. Clear out the deck a little bit. Makes me more likely to draw a good card like a Sun Titan. Just like that, right? So now if he does kill my creatures, so with something like a Mutilate, with a Mutilate right there, I can bring back those enchantments and enchant my guys with them. So that's pretty cool. Now, Guardian Seraph. I love the Guardian Seraph. I'm going to play this one first in case, you know, he's still got 4 cards in his hand. He could still be killing my guys here. So I got to be careful with the Sun Titan. I do have the Indestructibility enchantment, but it's hard to get that. It costs 4 mana, you know. So on a big creature, that's going to be way just 10 mana, you know. I only have 7 right now. That card, you know, he's just removing guys from my deck. It doesn't really do much to me, really. I mean, he's probably moving those core Spirit Dancers. Another Plains. So I have 8 mana. I can make this guy indestructible. And then, you know, since he's tapped out, basically, he's not gonna, you know, he doesn't have the 3 mana. He doesn't have something that can kill. He doesn't have a murder, you know. Attack with this now. So now I have an indestructible permanent on the board, and he used his Mutilate. So what card does he possibly have to kill? I don't think he has any other spells that can kill this guy here. I mean, he can make me sacrifice a creature. That's what I gotta watch out for. So I gotta make sure if I draw another creature next turn, get that guy into play. So if he's forcing me to sacrifice, I'll sacrifice something. Because if you do sacrifice the creature that has the indestructibility, it still dies because you're sacrificing it. It's not being killed. So it's an important thing to note there. Let's see, I got lots of enchantments in my graveyard I can get out with this nice little Sun Titan here. Or I could play the Followed Footsteps. I'm going to throw this out because I just don't want him to make me sacrifice a creature. As that's the one thing I got. You know, I have nothing left in my hand, really, and I get to play another enchantment. Sacrifice this, get a land. Now, he paused the game, so he's probably going to kill this dude. With Public Execution. Alright, so he is going to kill him. But I needed extra cards, so I put the Obsidian Eye on this guy, and then, you know, I'm going to attack. It's still going to deal the 1 damage, and I still get to draw a card on it. So I'm getting, you know, some kind of replenishment for the stuff I had. So I just got my 1 guy loaded up with enchantments here. He gets out a Fume Spitter, so it's going to, you know, he's probably going to sacrifice that for my dude here, but it's not really going to hurt that much. You know, it's going to take him down 1 power, but it's not a big deal. Also got a Godhead of Awe, which doesn't help me in this situation because, you know, he doesn't have any huge creatures out yet, so that would actually hurt me more than help me there. So I'm not going to play that guy. Attack with this dude. See what he does. So he's sacrificing the Fume Spitter to weaken that, so he doesn't take as much damage here, but it's not a big deal, not a big deal. Still have Followed Footsteps in my hand to put on a good card. And Pariah. So if I put this on my guy, that means my indestructible creature, all damage dealt to me is dealt to my indestructible creature. So that's a bit of a combo there. Like, what the hell is he going to do now? How's he going to kill? He doesn't have anything that can get rid of that. Except for, oh, well, he's got... Oh, it doesn't kill it because he's indestructible, so he can't kill this dude. That's awesome. He just played the guy that kills all non-white creatures, and my guy survives because he's got the enchant permanent is indestructible. So that's pretty sick. And I can kill his flyer here. I could put a Followed Footsteps out. I'm gonna get rid of his guy so that I can just keep picking at him, attacking. And I can play the Followed Footsteps. I still don't need the Godhead of All because that's just gonna make my guy weaker. Yeah, he's at 9 life now. I'm down to 1 guy again, which is bad. But, you know, next turn I'm gonna get another one from the Followed Footsteps. Start pumping guys out, and I like this little combo I got here. You know, like Pariah and Indestructibility. So that's pretty sick. Runescar Demon. So now he can search his deck for anything he would possibly have. He already played his Mutilate though. So what can he have that can kill my guy? You know. I really don't think there's anything. Oh my god, that's what he had. So he's going to use his 3/6 that he just got into play. He can put petrification counters on my guy and make him not able to attack. So that's what his plan is. So that was the 1 card. You know, he can't kill him, but look at this. He can make it so that I can't do anything with him. And he plays another one of... Oh man, this guy's got every heavy hitting flyer in his deck. Every one. So now my guy can't attack. Now I'm kind of sitting in a stalemate here because I'm going to get 1 creature a turn and he's going to be able to stop it from attacking every turn, so it doesn't really help. This guy's going to have Summoning Sickness even though he's unblockable. You know, he's going to be able to put the petrification counters on him. So this is an interesting game here. He's running out of cards. He's only got one card left in his hand now. So do I, but alright, so it's a Nantuku Shade. Nantuku Nantuku. Now that's, you know, he can pump that up and attack me, but with the Pariah, like, I can just let anything he swings at me with just hit me, and it just deals the damage to this guy that can't die, so I should be fine here. Reaver Demon, that's the one, you know, kills all the guys. Rune Scarred Demon. Whopping 12 damage that I'm just going to take, because it doesn't hurt me. Just look at that, from Pariah. All damage dealt to you is dealt to enchanted creature instead. So I just take everything, don't block, don't need to block. Boom, I take no damage, that's awesome. There it is. Nice little combo in this aura deck here. Now, I can attack him with my 1/1, and then, you know, next turn he can put the petrification counter on my 3/4, you know, but I'll still have my 1/1 getting in there. And now he's at 8 life, you know, he's at the point where he can't let that keep going on. So, hopefully he won't draw something to kill, you know, a creature. He can't use the hex, this guy's got hexproof, the 1/1. So he can't petrify it. So I do have an advantage there. Only card I can think of that he'd be able to kill that is, you know, everything on the board gets -2/-2. I don't know if he has that in his deck. He probably does, but he's got to go through 70 cards to get to it, right? So now I just drew all my other crazy enchantments and everything. So of course I had a mind control in there. You always need one of them, you know. They get something crazy like that petrification maker out there, you know, they'll just steal him, you know, save the day right there. So now he's not going to be able to hold off, you know, my assault just going to go right through now. Down to 7 life. Mind control. Gorgon. I don't know what that card is, but lifelink on this dude now, gain a little life back. Can't target my guy because he's got hexproof, so yeah, the guy's got hexproof. He's got one card in his deck. I don't think he's gonna be able to do anything with that, you know what I'm saying? Now I can just keep, now I got all these guys I could attack, I could just keep attacking with. Swing in there again. And I'm not going to attack with the other ones because he's got the 6/6 still, but you know, I think next turn when I have 3 of them and I know I can swing in there and actually do the damage, maybe then I'll do it. Invisible Stalker. Hexproof and it's unblockable. Oh, there's the one. Innocent Blood. Now, if he had it in the beginning of the game, you know, I would have been so screwed. I would have been done right in the beginning. I would have had nothing left. Would have killed my guy right here with all the enchantments. Still don't want to play the Godhead because it makes my guys weaker. Now here I can go and I can attack with all my dudes, you know. I got 3 dudes, I want to be able to get 1 in. And he might have a Rise from the Grave, so I'm not going to attack with his guy that I might control, because I just don't want him, you know, stealing it back in any way. It's the only thing that he has really to save the game, save the day. And he is now at 2 life. So 2 turns here. Godhead of all. I don't know if I should have that card in my deck. I haven't actually played it where it's, you know, I've used it really, but it's in there for right now. We'll see what happens. This guy's got all these crazy cards out and he can't do anything. Defenseless. Rune Scarred Demon. That was smart of him to get that Gorgon guy out of his deck though. You know, I wasn't even thinking that. But now he ran out of options, so he did leave the game. You know, he's admitting he lost there. Just clean this up right here. Gonna have to attack twice, it looks like here. Just do this once and the next one once. It's an interesting deck here. I found a little mini combo in this deck here, you know. Pariah and Indestructibility. Oh, you could put that Pariah on a hexproof guy too. And then put Indestructibility. Oh man, the options are endless. So that's pretty cool. And you have cards in this deck. You have several cards, several creatures, and a spell that you can go and search for enchantments. You can also take them out of your graveyard. So there's a lot of ways to get to that. Achievement unlocked. That's for owning 5 auras on 1 creature there. I just got the achievement. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. If you want to see some more gameplay, you can either, you know, click the link right here on your screen. That's the first deck I played, the Collective Might. Or you can subscribe and check out my channel for other videos. Thanks, guys. I'm out.